Sometimes dragons show us things that is typically dragons. Sometimes you don't understand why dragons want to say something in such a way, in such a strange way. Sometimes your dragon speaks in riddles. Sometimes you just don't understand them. And sometimes they do something that you just don't understand why they did that. And that is where I want to talk to you about. Something about that a lot of people, brothers and sisters, say, oh, it must be something different. Well, actually, I disagree. But before I say something like this, I just want to let you know my name is Tim Heijen and I'm a Dragon Witch. I want to explain to you a bit of my own experiences on the Dragon's Path. Most of the experiences that I had were very beautiful that I had with the dragon, and I'm very glad that I can share this with you, my brothers and sisters, including this one. A lot of people, even including on the Dragon's Path, say that is not a good experience. Oh, I disagree, my brothers and sisters. So I want to take you a few years back. Quite a few years back. I think, oh, it was 7, 8, 9, 10, a few years back. So, and I have to say, the Dragon's Path is so difficult sometimes and so not easy to know what the dragon is trying to say. That, of course, like I said, you cannot go somewhere to say what you should I have to do now. Now you have to wait until your dragon has to respond in such a way, maybe in dreams. And that is eventually what happened. I have a lot of dreams of dragons. I had a lot of dreams of dragons, and that is a quite lesser now. But the dreams that I had and that I remembered is something that I wrote in my book of Dragon Shadows. I wrote it all down because I could still remember it, and every single dream that I had were fantastic. It was like it was real, and that is also in this dream. In the dream that a lot of people say that is not a pleasant dream. Well, actually, yes. Many years ago, I had a dream of the dragon. Where the dragon actually, I could see my dragon in front of me, and I could see him trying to touch me, trying to physically touch me. And of course, that is something that I would love. So I let the dragon touch me. I thought it was beautiful. Actually, I tried to do the same, but I could not. It was like it was unreachable. The dragon was unreachable for me, but the dragon touched me right here, and I physically felt that. I was sleeping, and it was actually, yeah, I could feel that. It was in such a way I've never felt before, and that even when I woke up with a burning sensation inside of my shoulder, and also a bit of my back, and I thought, what the hell is this? Once I go to a mirror, I said, three scratches in here, like three scratches, but it didn't feel pain, but it was a burning sensation. It was not pain. It's actually difficult to explain. It was burning, and yet it didn't hurt. It burns, but it didn't hurt. If you understand what I mean. And I thought, what the hell is this? And then from that moment on, I could remember the dream that I had, that the dragon was touching me. My brothers and sisters, these three scratches had a name. They have a spiritual name, and they are called the Trinity. Of course, that is another kind of Trinity that they are saying, because you now have the scratch, now you have the mark of the one that wants to visit you. And that's not for no reason that your dragon leaves marks on you. In this case, it was a Trinity mark, and it means that your dragon actually is a bit tired of you always rejecting the dragon, or you are unreachable, or maybe your dragon just wants to say, now you are mine, and you actually want that, and the dragon knows this, but sometimes the gates are enclosed within us, within between us. So now your dragon did everything, moved heaven and earth, actually to have you seeing them. And now with this Trinity scratch, actually that your dragon is trying to awaken it, because they are not trying to touch your physical body. They are trying to touch your spirit to awaken it. So every time when your dragon is trying to scratch your, not scratch it, but grab your soul, and every single time when they are trying to do that, and they are succeeding, then you will be much more awakened. If, a lot of brothers and sisters that I know also were waked up with a Trinity scratch on their body. Not always here, sometimes it is like on their feet, sometimes somewhere else. And it doesn't need to be a Trinity scratch. It also can be, for example, a red place somewhere on your body. It doesn't really hurt, it more burns. It burns like a burning sensation that you have. And it means that your dragon is trying to touch your energy within. So, and it means sometimes that your dragon is trying to do everything to touch it so that you can be awakened. Most of the time, in most cases, you will have this dream or these visions or maybe these images inside of your mind. Once you had this mark on you, the mark of the dragon, I say sometimes with this. Of course, in the beginning, I did not understand why did I had that, and that is a moment that I remembered my own dream. Oh yes, the dragon touched me there, and now seems to leave a mark. Of course, some people, and I don't blame them, are skeptical. Maybe you just hurt yourself whenever you were turning inside of your room, or maybe you were scratching yourself whenever you were having a, whenever it was itchy, you had to scratch. But yeah, of course, like I said, it can be. That can be. That is always the possibility. You can ask yourself questions like this all the time. And people on the Triangle's path sometimes say to me, maybe you had an accident at night. That is possible. And I saw whatever that was possible, but in this case, my bed didn't had sharp where I could injure myself or something next to my bed. There was nothing actually that could do this. Maybe it was just my own nails because my fingernails are strong. They are very strong. My fingernails could be. But to be that far behind, I had to use a mirror to see it. I mean, and that's actually, and I'm not lying to you. That day that went on, I was so happy. So it was like I was a shining sun at that moment. Always thinking about my dragon, uh, always chanting a song because I was happy whatever happened. This Trinity that I had, it was not in pain. It was like, oh yes, I have the mark of the dragon and I love it. I love every single part of it. I wish it wouldn't go away. Of course, it took a long time before it was going. It was not that large, but it took took a long time before it went away. So my brothers and sisters, that is actually something that you can ask for your, and that is typically dragons. That is the way they want to show you how much they want to reach out for you. But it has to come from both sides, And sometimes when we say, I don't have time for this, I don't have time to do rituals, I don't have time to reach out for you, then sometimes your dragon is doing everything actually to say, come here. So, and that is the moment that you can have this, you know. But it's not going to be hurtful, it's not going to be painful. A lot of people on the Dragon's Path say, why would you make people afraid of this? Well, actually, you should not be afraid of this. It's actually an honor to give to be scratched. In this case, it's not going to be physically painful, not at all. But you will feel that within your own spirit, your own soul will feel the Trinity scratch of the dragon. And that is something that you can actually ask for your dragon. Like I said, you don't have to be afraid of pain. You don't have to be afraid of the dragon. Your dragon really, really loves you, and they will not do anything to injure you or to have you, in pain. Your dragon is physically and spiritually connected to you. They are inside of your spirit. Your spirit is that of the dragon, and that is in connection with the dragon by your side. So your dragon will not at all take risks to let you be injured. Not at all. They are your guardians. Your guardians should be there to protect you. But in this case, they will not hurt you at all. It doesn't hurt at all. It's just a physical scratch. That's it. Of course, it burns, but it's the type of burning, it's the type of fire that doesn't hurt you. And that is so strange about this draconic trinity scratch, the dragon mark, that it burns and but it means that they just don't want to reach out for your physical body. They want to reach out for your soul, your spirit, your draconic spirit, to awaken it. And I've seen also a lot of people on the dragon's path with that they had their own dreams and visions about the dragon once they had this trinity scratch, this trinity mark of the dragon. Once they had it, they felt amazing. More than 10 people said this to me, that they had this scratch, and they thought at first, like, is a dragon angry with me? The dragon is not angry with you, not at all. It's not Freddy Krueger that is chasing you inside of your dreams, but inside of your dreams, they can manipulate it in such a way that they can reach out for you, and you should be happy for that. Once the dragon did that, it means that they truly moved heaven and earth to reach out for you, so that you have a dragon soul, my brothers and sisters, that you want to reach out for. So this is what they want to reach. That is why the scratch exists. Of course, like I said, you could be injured. Of course, I'm not saying that you cannot be injured during at night. Like you want to scratch yourself and you have nails like myself, then you can injure yourself. That doesn't always mean that it's the dragon, of course. But if I could chase behind many years ago, if I remember it very well, then I didn't had any sharp things on my bed or whatever. I just had this wonderful feeling, this feeling of love and desire, and just the way that I want to be them. I want to be the dragon, and I want to be with my dragon. And I couldn't help but, I mean, these images in my head were playing all the time, like they really happened yesterday. And that is what these scratches did. They really made my soul more awakened. And that is what the Trinity Scratch does. Not to injure you, not to be afraid of the dragon, but your dragon knows that you can handle this, and your dragon knows that it will reach out for your spirit. My brothers and sisters, be blessed.